What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Kuya P and Heather Hertz to talk about another upcoming film heading our way. This one is from Searchlight Pictures, and it's called The Greatest Hits. It's a little time travel / music story. Heather, you ready to see this one?
Sure.
Let's go.
I actually haven't seen this. Most of the trailers I always see, I have no idea what I'm putting into here.
Can I ask you a weird question?
Yeah, weird away.
If something happened to you, and I could stop it, but it would mean we would never meet, would you want me to?
What?
2 years ago, my boyfriend Max passed away. I can't seem to pull myself back together. Ever since the accident, certain songs literally pull me back into the past. What do you want to do today?
All of it.
Maybe it's time to start living in the present tense again.
I used to listen to this album over and over. And I love how music can do that.
What?
Pull you back to some moment in time.
Just stop the car! What if I can save him? What if I can change that moment and the accident never happens?
You met someone new. How is this a bad thing?
I would still listen to every record that ever existed. To save him. It feels like I'm cheating.
You coming?
All right, coming to Hulu, as well as limited theatrical release from Searchlight Pictures. Lucy Boynton, Justin Min, David Corenswet, who looks very much like Henry Cavill to me. That's the first thing I thought when I started watching this movie. Heather, I was like, it's like is that Henry Cavill's like younger brother or something? Like, yeah, that's the first thought I thought when I screen this, y'all. I'll have a review up on the channel. But what do you think, Heather? Your first time checking out this trailer. What do you think of the concept?
It might be very heartbreaking. Music for everyone, no matter who you, well, I should say this, for almost no matter who you are, because there are those who unfortunately cannot hear and enjoy and fall in love with music the way others can. So we need to be respectful of that. And I apologize for my words. But it's one of those where for those who do fall deeply in love with music, we always have a song that takes us to a place, to a moment. That it could be very good, it could be very bad, it could be very hard, it could be very heavy, it can be very loving. It is time travel. Music is time travel. Music is it's something that is magical. So turning that into a film, it'll be very interesting to see. It also comes up to this really weird point that I always have with time travel movies, especially when you come back into yourself. What do you, if you, like, let's say you went back an hour and you did something completely different, right? And then 15 minutes later, you come back to the now. What does that person that you were think happened for that 15-minute period? Like, I'm now in a completely different place, a completely different conversation. What the fuck just happened? Like, that's all that hits me. It's like, what does yourself do when that changes? So maybe we'll talk about that more when the movie comes out, but that's kind of my thought.
No, I hear that. It's a very, as I've gotten older, I've always, like, Back to the Future will always be the penultimate time travel story for me. I love Back to the Future. But when I think about it now, though, there's like a lot of things just don't make sense and would be weird and wrong. And The Time Machine, H.G. Wells, and its many adaptations. But just time travel in general, just no, things wouldn't be the same anymore. You couldn't, and I think Flash, the latest Flash, and I hate to bring up Flash because it was the worst DC film of all time for me, the recent Flash. Yeah, it just everything gets fucked up. You can't mess around with things like that. And anyway, I say all that to say this one is very interesting. Again, I'm not going to spoil it because I did have the opportunity to screen this. It's a very sweet love story. And like you said, Heather, music is timeless and that's time travel there. It brings you back into the future. I loved when I first got wind of this film, the notion of what this film is going to be about. I was like, yeah, I'm really curious. And it's a very sweet love story. And we'll have more when it comes up. But yeah, I just think the whole concept on this with the love story inflection. Lucy Boynton is a great actor. Justin Min, who you saw there. If you haven't seen Shortcomings, it was a film that dropped last year, is a great film. I love to see that Asian brother's getting work. I just got to say it as an Asian brother myself. I love that he's the love interest. And then that other cat, he's a good looking brother too. And I'm like, yo, is that young Henry Cavill? Shout out to that brother too. Like, if you don't get Henry into some stuff, and he also has been problematic in certain instances, from what I understand, give that brother some work. He looks like a good cat that could fulfill those shoes. Anyway, Heather's like, you heard some bad stuff about Henry? I've heard different things. You know, who knows? Again, get the full side of the story, get everything. But there you go. The greatest hits. Don't put a hit on me now just because I said that. Again, I'm still finding out things. Use the internet. Learn more for yourself. Get all sides of the story. But there you go. The greatest hits coming to Hulu and limited theatrical release. It's a very sweet story. Check it out. Coming very soon. Heather, your boy KP.